The Turtletown Mangoes are back, and this week we've got a huge game against 2-4 Kennesaw State, a conference rival. The record isn't really what makes this a huge deal, though. What really makes this a big deal is the visits that we have scheduled. So if we scroll over here to those that are scheduled for their visits, we've got Colt Jennings, Ron Rich, and David, that guy, that is on a visit this week. A big time week for us to make sure that we get this win. A lot riding on the line. And without further ado, let's jump right into this game. As you can see here, we are a 7 overall underdog, so definitely not going to be an easy game by any means. Just like every other game up to this point, we're coming off our big rivalry victory against my brother last week as well. Or Alpha, the bye week, actually. The week before was the week against my brother. But without further ado, let's get into this game, taking on Kennesaw State. We do have a day game, a little bit of wind here, pretty warm here in Nevada as well. And the Kennesaw State Owls are coming into Turtletown, Nevada for this game. Our stands aren't nearly as full as they were for that rivalry game either, but we're going to start this game off by kicking it deep to the returner. And they're just going to kneel it for a touchback. So now let's get into this game, see who their key player is here. It's Dexter Williams, their quarterback, a 6'1", 210-pound quarterback, and he's going to be leading the charge here for the Kennesaw State Owls. Going to hop on Spencer for our first play from scrimmage here. They're running a little bit of motion. They go with the fake jet, and they actually hit him on that little quick underneath route. A pretty good game from them starting out here, and they're going to go no huddle. So this is definitely going to be a faster-paced game than we're probably used to. Caught me off guard a little bit there on that first one. And now they're setting up. This looks like it's probably a run play, but it's actually play action. They hit the flat route. We get our ankles broken, and Kennesaw State's marching right down the field. 2 plays, and they're already at the 40-yard line. And we've got to figure out a way to get them slowed down because that is way too many yards on these plays. They're going to stay in that no huddle as well. Dropping back to pass here. There's nobody in my zone, really. We almost have the pick, but at least we knocked it down. Didn't give up the deep completion there. Would have loved if Lovett could have gotten that interception. Going to man up Caldwell on that curl route, and he breaks on it, but they still can't. Another near interception. Instead, they make the completion. 3rd and short here now coming up. We got to make sure that we don't give up this easy run play here. They do hand it off up the middle, and that just parted like the Red Sea. Somebody stop him, please. Thank goodness we get someone over there. Our safety comes over and makes the tackle. I thought with the way we were set up there, we'd have a chance to slow that down, but obviously not. So now they're still going no huddle, fast-paced. Our defense cannot catch their breath right now. I'm ready for this out route here, but they actually hit the swing. And once again, blocking is great. We cannot make a tackle right now either. Our defense needs to pick this up if we want to make sure, or if we want to slow their offense down at all this game. Gonna hop on Spencer here again, looking for anything coming over the middle. They do have the in route, and thankfully we do finally get some pressure in there, force them to stop the no huddle, and they come right back out in the next play and hit a drag, and they're inside the 10-yard line down to the 6. And we finally had a positive play, but then we give up a huge completion there, and now they're marching right down the field about ready to score a touchdown on their opening drive. I'm going to hop on Miller here just to get a little extra run support, but they run the other way, and they're into the end zone already. Their first drive, making it look easy. We've got to find a way to respond on our opening drive here as well. Kennesaw State going to kick it deep to us. Dalton is going to be the return man, so let's see if we can make something happen with him. We do get out pretty well there, and there is Coach Sheldon Mango. And then they're shouting out Tyrese Gardner as well. Definitely a guy we're going to want to lean on. But I feel like against Kennesaw State, we probably should be able to air the ball out as well. Our receivers are way better than what their cornerbacks look like. So I want to come out here, see if we can be a little bit aggressive, especially with the drive that they just had to open the game. We're going to hit this return route here quick to Shaw. Or maybe that was Briggs. But coming out, we're going to sling the rock again here. I really just want to see if we can take advantage of some of these mismatches. I feel like this post route should be wide open. They've got nobody there in the middle of the field, but they dropped a guy back. It looked like it was probably an inverted cover 2 maybe or something, so we're not able to get that play off. I think 3rd down here, though, we do have an opportunity with our money play. It looks like man coverage, and it is man coverage, and Franks throws an orange pass, and that could have been a huge play for us if we completed it, but instead it's 4th down. We're going to have to punt the ball back, a quick 3 and out. Not the way we wanted to start offensively after how well Kennesaw State just marched down the field starting out there. Going to see if we can get in there with a little bit of pressure here. It looked like it was a pretty good blitz call, but they hit a quick route there on the left side. Not able to get in fast enough. The QB recognized it pretty well. Second down here, not second and down. They're going with another pass play, slinging the rocks, keeping that no huddle going, and we've got nobody there in the middle of the field. That was probably my zone, and Kennesaw State is looking unstoppable right now. Still going in the no huddle as well. Our defense is just scrambling around the field. I'm going to bring our safety down so he's able to play that flat a little bit more aggressively here. They're going to motion a guy over, so I'm going to switch over to the other linebacker, and I got caught in the gap, and they are just gashing us on offense right now. We have no answers on our defensive side of the ball to slow them down in any capacity here. I'm hoping that they go with a pass here and see if we can maybe get out there with our user. We do get out there, and finally a decent play on defense, slowing them down there, but they're continuing to go no huddle. 2nd and 11 here. I'm going to see if we can get in there with a little bit of pressure, especially with the way they originally aligned with that formation. I'm going to stay in it here, though. I think we've got a chance here. We've got a lot of guys on the line, a lot of guys that can get in there quickly as long as he holds onto the ball just a little bit. But instead, they almost ran a pick play, and they're once again inside the 5-yard line just like that. I thought we had a chance to get a stop there if we got the blitz in. We almost get home, but then they get the route wide open. They're going to run the ball again. I'm all over it with our user. Make a good tackle there. We're going to see if we can send this blitz off the edge, and it actually is perfectly executed exactly where we needed him coming off there on that inside zone. Actually, it was a read option, it looks like, but 3rd down and goal here now. Trying to make a stand. I'm going to hop on Riddick Jr., see if we can slow him down, get off the field, and instead they go right underneath again. Our hook curl doesn't play it, and I'm too far out of position. And just like that, what should have been an easy game for us that we thought, we're now down 14-0, and Kennesaw State has not shown any signs of being able to be stopped on the offensive side of the ball. Going to see if we can get anything going here with Dalton. We do hit the juke, get out to the 30-yard line. Great field position. He's probably been our only bright spot so far as our kick returns going. We're going to see if we can get something going on the ground, though, now. Our passing game did not work, but our run game clearly not working very well that play either. See if we can get something going here on second down. Get Gardner out in space, but they are just coming in untouched. Kennesaw State's playing with their hair on fire right now. I honestly have no idea what to call on offense. We've got no shot of stopping them on defense as of right now. And I hit the slant route there, but I possession caught it because I didn't want to get hit there. And now starting the second quarter with a 4th down play. And that just was not a good ball, not a good read either. And Kennesaw State, once again, just finally getting stopped there in the backfield for the first time. It feels like all game. We sent the pressure in. It worked as a run blitz there. Now we've got them behind the sticks. Let's just see if we can take advantage and keep them out of the end zone this drive. Right now, they're not really in field goal range either. We make a good tackle there. If we can stop them here on 3rd down, this could be a big-time momentum shift, getting our offense back on the field and finally showing some signs of fight from our defense here. Going to come out here in some cover 4 in the dime look. They hit their running back, and I'm just way too far out of position again. I don't even know what I was doing there with my user, but that clearly was not the right thing to do. Kennesaw State continuing to go no huddle now too. Just over 6 minutes left here in the second quarter. We have no points on the board. I don't even think we have a first down. Kennesaw State continuing to march down the field. We get a pretty good stop there. I'm not even sure. I'm just trying to figure out what to even call because it feels like whatever I call doesn't even work. But we do get him tackled there again, force him to a 3rd down. This could be a big play if we're able to get off the field here. I'm going to see if we can get in there with some pressure, send the blitz, try and get this quarterback rattled a little bit. Let's see what they go with. They motion a guy over. I'm going to hop on Miller to cover that. And the blitz gets home, and we finally get a stop on 3rd down, holding them to a field goal. It'd be nice if they missed it here, but with the way this game's going, yeah, they're not going to miss it. But I didn't even want to risk getting a blocking or a roughing the kicker penalty. So we just came out there and safe. Let's just see if we can get anything going on offense now. Just a first down even would be a massive momentum boost or just composure boost to get us going here. We hit them with the RPO out of the gun tight formation. A pretty good gain there on first down. Probably going to go back to something similar to that in the future. Let's just see if we can get a few quick, easy completions here, though, as well. We try to hit Dalton here on the corner route, wide open. Like I said, if we get... Oh, my word. Are we really get a penalty on this? A hold. We finally get our first down of the game, and they call a holding penalty. Are you serious right now? I was going to say that was a good example of Dalton finally routing someone up, but obviously our holding moves us back to 2nd and 14. A good completion there on the drag route, though. Sets up a 3rd and manageable. Let's just see if we can please get our first down of this game. Running the same play again. Going to probably hit the drag again, but the in route actually opened up really well there in that man coverage. They sent the blitz, opened up the middle, and Dalton able to finally get his first catch of the day. A great job finally getting our first down. And I want to keep this thing going through the air, see if we can catch them on their heels. We've got the drag route wide open again, making another big catch there, and really marching down the field a little bit now, showing a little bit of good composure on offense, making some plays. Going to go to Gardner here, see if he can get anything on the ground. Not a huge hole there, but enough to get the first, so we'll take it. And we're going to try and keep them on their heels here, keeping this keeping this no-huddle offense. See if we've got one-on-one there on the left side. We've also got the drag and the trail coming on the right side. The drag is open. We'll hit that. Moving down the field a little bit more efficiently now. Just taking what the defense has given us, not forcing anything too far downfield. I really hate this 3-3 defense, though, because I feel like it's impossible to tell where the blitz is coming from, where the coverage is coming from, and we've got nothing on that play. So 3rd down here now. Going back to one of my favorite plays out of this gun bunch formation, the curl flat corner. We've got the in route or the slant route there that I hot routed, and he gets the catch. We keep moving the chains, moving down the field. Let's see if we can keep this going. Going back to an RPO. This is how we started our drive with one of these bubble RPOs. See if we can get some blocking there on the right side. And instead we get that stupid 360-degree catch animation that slows him down. We still get decent yards here. Running the ball with Gardner as well. Setting up a 3rd and short. See if we can get a first down. Once again, we go with the halfback direct snap and barely able to get it, but it does work out just enough. 3rd down here. I'm going to put Dalton on this drag route. I've got a couple of posts over the top in case they try to get aggressive. We're going to just hit Dalton here, make some good yards, and set up an easier, more manageable down here. Going back to the ground game with Gardner, trying to get anything going, and I definitely missed my run gap there, but we still fall forward, get the first down, showing a little bit of fight here on offense. We don't want to give Kennesaw State very much time here at the end of the half to score, so milking this clock down right now, running the ball. Even if we only come away with 3, at least we put points on the board and don't give this Kennesaw State offense any time. Jet touch pass had no shot there going to the outside, so now we're setting up with a 3rd and long here. I think this post route could be open if they're in a cover 2 look, which it looks like they are. We've got it open over the top. Frank's a green throw, but our receiver cannot get his feet in bounds, and that's going to set up a field goal here with 10 seconds left to end the half. Just going to lock in here, make sure we drill this field goal, at least get some points on the board here going into halftime, and we split it right down the middle. 14-3 now. Just don't want to give up anything over the top here, anything crazy. Hopefully Kennesaw State will just kneel it if they don't take this out of the end zone here, and we can go into half, regroup, and hopefully have a better opportunity to come back in the second half. I just realized it is actually 17-3, no, not 14-3. Forgot we gave up that field goal. But they are just going to run it here. We're going to make the tackle. Hopefully they just go into halftime here now, which it looks like they are going to do. And now we just got to catch our breath. Sheldon Mango's got to give the best halftime speech he's ever given. The good news is we do start here on offense in the second half. So if we go down the field and score a touchdown, it makes it a one-possession game. Going to be our goal here. They do keep kicking to Dalton. We didn't really get a good return there, though. And I want to come out here once again shooting for the end zone. We come out with one of our better plays out of this bunch formation. And I thought we had the dig route there, but I just threw a pick on our first play of the second half. Exactly the opposite of what we wanted to do. And now we've got to find a way to slow them down, make sure they don't get in the end zone here. I sent a blitz there, hoping they would just run the ball, which they did. We shut it down pretty easily, but they're going no huddle. And our defense hopefully is going to be able to make a stand here. We make a good tackle there on second down, force them to a 3rd and long. Coming out here in a cover 3 look now, hopping on Riddick Jr. And they actually ran the ball on 3rd down. But we'll take it. We make the tackle here. And they're going to go for it here on 4th down. I'm sending in a man blitz here. I'm hopping on our safety, using the running back if he was to go out on a route. He caught that football. We were all over that with our DB. How did he hang on to that? I can't believe it. This guy's not even probably a 70 overall, and he just made that catch on our safety there. Unbelievable catch by him. And now just like that, we're down 24-3. We had an opportunity to go down the field and make it 17-10, and instead we're down 21 now early in the 3rd quarter here. Coming out here with another return and not really getting anything there, starting inside the 20 again. At this point, we've got to find ways to score quick because our defense has not been able to stop them at all. And I just threw another interception. I've only thrown two passes this whole half, and both of them have been picked, and that one goes for 6. I have no words. I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like this game is just predetermined by EA at this point. It's probably my fault for scheduling so many visits in the same week for this. Down 31-3 now. I honestly have no words right now. We're going to try and keep fighting, though. Still a lot of game left here, but I have no idea what to. I'm lost on offense and on defense right now. We're going back to the air, though. We've got the corner route here. Dalton makes a big catch. Finally, a positive play on offense. And we're just going to keep going to the air. I feel like we've got to pass on every play now. Try and get the ball downfield a little bit. We've got the corner route there. And a big catch there from, I think that was Briggs, our wide receiver 3, who's actually made some big plays up to this point. We forced Kennesaw State to burn a timeout there, going no huddle. So definitely a positive coming so far from this drive with all of that's happened so far. I've got the fade route. They're covered that. Texas route's covered too, so I'm just going to throw it up. And a big-time catch from Briggs, going up, making the catch, and falling into the end zone. Our wide receiver 3 coming up huge on that drive. And finally, we've got a little bit of offensive momentum, finding the end zone early in this midway through this 3rd quarter. Down 21 here now. We've got to find a way to get a stop on defense. Going to kick it deep here. We're not out of this game quite yet. Still a lot of time left. They're going to take this out of the end zone. I whiff on my user tackle, but we stop them inside the 20, and this is exactly where we need to be on defense. We're going to get down here, be aggressive with our safety, and they run right up the middle. We give up way too many yards there on 1st down. 2nd and medium here. Going to see if we can get a stop. I'm just going to man up both guys on the right side, and hopefully we cover everything on the left here. I'm on this slant route. We get the pressure in, and our defensive line finally gets a sack, forcing them to a 3rd and long here. We've got all the momentum on defense right now. Hopping on Spencer. They've got the dig route coming back. And how did I not intercept that ball? I thought we were right there with Spencer. I was even holding Y, and he just didn't even try to catch it. Going to stay aggressive here, going in mid-blitz, trying to send the pressure, and a pretty good pass breakup there by our DB. They keep staying in this wide formation, so I'm sticking with man coverage because I feel like that's our best option to get a stop in that formation. And it works out well there, forcing a throwaway. 3rd down here now. They're going to send it deep. And how did we just get burnt on that? We had a deep zone player over there. What are we doing? What happened over there? So here's our corner. He's supposed to be playing in a deep zone. And our safety comes down and bumps him. Are you kidding me? We had multiple chances to get stops that drive, and instead we give up the most bogus touchdown I've ever seen. I'm lost right now. It just feels like everything we're doing is going wrong. We can't catch a break, and now we're down 38-10. I really thought we had a chance here, but now down 28 points in the third quarter. I don't know if we even have enough time to get enough possessions to come back here. I'm just chucking it deep right now. It's a terrible read. Thank goodness it falls incomplete, because otherwise we would have been in a lot of trouble. Definitely would have sealed our fate if it wasn't already. Going with this tight end corner route play, I do like this play. We've got the post on Dalton as well, and I'm going to try and throw that, and I just threw another interception. This has just been a nightmare game for us. There's no way we're going to win our recruits after they see this absolute mess that we've had of a game. I'm sending the pressure in here again, trying to just get any kind of tackle for loss to keep them out of field goal range, and they just gashed us there. Thank goodness we're kind of lucky that they didn't break that off for more. I'm putting Caldwell on this hitch. I manned him up, and they threw it, and Caldwell picks it off, and he's going the other way, and that's exactly what we needed defensively. A huge interception, pick six, throwing the ball through the reporter's head, and we may just be back in business. Call me a fair weather fan, a fair weather coach, but we finally get a big stop there. Take it for 6. We've got to try and ride this momentum now. Down 21, back where we were originally, and we've got 1:25 left to come back and make this even a more respectable game at least. They go with the read option, and thank goodness we're all over that, because I definitely was not prepared to defend that. I'm going to put my adjustments on now so we're ready to stop that if they go back to that in the future. Definitely one of the worst things to get burnt on is that. I'm going to man up our single receiver there with Lovett again on the left side as well. See if maybe we can get another interception for touchdown. Instead, I'm going to whiff with my user, and they get a big run there. Not what we needed right there. Going to hop on Valentine now, sending the pressure in, and we are just getting gashed by the run game right now. We've got to find a way to make a tackle in the backfield. They're already close to field goal range again, which if we can at least hold them to a field goal, we still keep it a 3-possession game, but definitely want more. I had to pick between the quarterback and the receiver, but we force a fumble. Caldwell making another huge play. He forces the fumble on the completion there. I didn't even think the receiver had the ball long enough for it to be a catch and fumble, but we'll take it. We get the ball right back, and we're in business now, down 21, still in the third quarter. This is a huge quarter for us. If we can get some momentum going here, I think we've got Dalton over the top, but the safety's able to deflect it, just barely not able to complete that pass. I really thought we might have had that over the top, but Franks just didn't have nearly enough arm strength for it. I feel like we may have this corner route on the right side, but they covered it really well with the safety. Going to come back here with McGee on the trail route, and a big completion there. Really just trying to be aggressive, forcing the ball down the field. Obviously, we've already thrown a ton of interceptions this game, so want to be careful about that. We do have single coverage here with Dalton in the end zone. I think I'm going to take a shot, throw it up, let Dalton make a play, and he comes down with it. A massive catch from Oscar Dalton. Big time grab. And just like that, we're only down 14 points, and we've still got 6.5 minutes left in this game. We're not out of this game yet. If we can get another stop and get down the field and score, we can get this to one possession and really put the pressure on Kennesaw State. A lot of time left here. They're just going to take the touchback. Let's see if we can get another stop on defense now. Just keep putting the stops together. This game is winnable now. I'm hopping on Spencer. They go with the Texas route. Another big hit there from Riddick. Would have loved it if we would have gotten another fumble out of that. But they move down the field. They get a first down. Going to hop on Riddick Jr. here now. And they're going with that just all-go concept. Our corner or safety just completely got his ankles broken. I thought we had a chance there for a big hit. And instead, the QB scrambles for a big first down. And they're on the edge of field goal range now. Got to send in a blitz here. We've got to get pressure in because we cannot give up a field goal on this drive. That would really be a drive or a momentum killer and maybe put this game out of reach if they kick the 3. Second down here, they go with the outside handoff. We make the tackle, and our defense is showing up when it matters most. I'm going to send in a Texas stunt here, see if we can get any pressure. They go with the quick dump off. Our ankles get broken, but we force them to fourth down, and they're just out of field goal range. Our defense holds strong, And with 4.5 minutes left, we're going to get this ball back with a chance to make this a one-possession game. We're going to go into our playbook here, go find that mesh dig play out of gun bunch tight end. It looks like we've got man coverage based on all the guys that are over there on the left side of the field. We've got Dalton coming across the field. Franks, it's a green throw. Dalton grabs it, and he's running down the sideline. Nobody's going to catch him. And just like that, we have the opportunity to make this a one-possession game. It's an 8-point game right now, and we're going to go for 2 because coach says to go for it. And we've got a chance to really make some noise in this game. I'm going to put McGee on this corner route in case it's man coverage. We've got the drags coming across the field as well. And Dalton's open on the drag, and it's a 6-point game, 38-32. We are one stop away from having a chance at a game-winning drive and completing one of the craziest comebacks in college football history today. With 3 guys visiting, a massive game that we need to win. Do you believe? I'm going to man up our corner on the outside there, and we just give up a massive run after that big motivational speech right there. That's an absolute momentum killer. Got to send the blitz here now. With it being a 6-point game, we cannot let them get a field goal even. Got to get some pressure in here. I'm going to hop on the guy that's manned up on the safety. We get spun out, but our other guys make the tackle there, and a big-time tackle there after the spin move. Holding them. They're right on the verge right now of field goal range. This would be about a 52-yarder right now. We cannot give them any more yards on this drive. We've got man coverage here. We send the blitz in, and we make the stop, get a tackle for loss, actually move them back a couple of yards. And now on 3rd down and long, I'm on this hitch route right here. The quarterback tries to throw back across the field, but we are all over it, and he overthrows him anyway, and they are going to punt. They're out of field goal range, and we are going to have about 3 minutes left to go down this field and try to win this football game. They tried to pin us deep. Instead, it goes through the end zone, and we've got the ball at the 20-yard line with 3 minutes left. Can we come back and win this game after being down 28 points earlier in the second half? I'm going to start off with a handoff here. We haven't really run the ball up to this point, and Gardner with a good 11-yard run right there. Going to go no huddle, try and keep the Kennesaw State defense on their heels here. We're going to switch this run to the left side. Going to keep feeding Gardner, see if they're not expecting it since we have been passing pretty much all second half. Not as much going there on that play, though. Going to go with our mesh play here, just see if we can get a little bit of anything going. We do have a lot of time left still have all 3 of our timeouts. Hopefully one of these drag routes is open. It was open. I had Y, and I can't believe that they didn't catch that off the D-line pick the way this game is going. Thank goodness, though, they do drop it. Frank's putting his hands on his head, catching his breath as well. That was a huge stressful play right there. We got to regain our composure here on 3rd down, though. We've got a drag. I'm going to run this drag in Texas behind it concept. We'll either have Dalton or Gardner. Hopefully, Gardner does sneak up over the linebackers, makes a big catch, and we're past midfield now. And we're going to see if we can get one more play off here before the 2-minute warning. A big grab there by Gardner. Franks is playing out of his mind right now, hitting every pass accurately. We're going to go with the handoff here. Gardner up the middle, a big run once again. He's really coming alive here in this 4th quarter on this drive. Only has 33 rushing yards on the day, and I'm pretty sure almost all of those have come on his last 3 carries of this drive. And now with 2 minutes left, we have 37 yards to go to complete the greatest comeback in college football history, at least in Turtletown Mango's history. Going to hit the drag route. A little bit sketchy pass there. At least it falls incomplete harmlessly. We're going to go back to the ground, though. Still plenty of time left in this game. It looks like a pretty light box if we can get up to the linebacker there, which we do. And Gardner, once again, another double-digit yard run, getting us down onto the 21-yard line. We're going to keep feeding the man because he is absolutely eating on the ground right now. A great cutback by Gardner, and we're down to the 10-yard line now. 1st and goal, and just over a minute left. Vaughn is actually in the game here. He's going to get the handoff. Gardner needed a little bit of a breather. 2nd down here. I'm going to go with the touch pass to Oscar Dalton. See if we can get the edge. and we just could not seal that corner. If we sealed the corner there, we may have been in the end zone. 3rd and goal from the 9-yard line, 26 seconds to go. We've got a chance here to win the game right here, right now. We do have one more play if we need it, but I'm going to put Dalton on this out route, put it up to the goal line. If it's man coverage, I think we may have him. If not, we've got the corner route, we've got the return route, and we've got Gardner coming across the middle as well. Ball snapped. They've covered Dalton. Gardner open over the middle, and the Mangoes have scored a touchdown with 22 seconds left. Gardner finds the end zone, his first touchdown through the air, and we have got the extra point to win this game, and it goes through. 22 seconds left. Just got to hold them on defense now. We cannot give up any yards. Can't let them get into field goal range. Going to kick this ball deep. Hopefully they just take it touchback. They actually bring it out. As long as we make a tackle here, it's going to work out even better. And it does. Inside the 20-yard line, they take off a few more seconds, and we've got to play defense now. I'm on Spencer. Just can't give up anything deep. We'll give up the dig if we have to. And we forced a fumble, but they recovered it. We get the strip sack, but they recovered the ball. Coming out here again. It looks like it's the same play they ran the first time. We're all over it, though. The quarterback goes down. They call a timeout, and we just have a few more seconds here to run off this clock. Coming out in prevent now. I'm going to see if we can come in, get a sack. We can't, but the quarterback throws the ball up, not even close to the end zone, and we intercepted it, and the Mangoes are going to win the football game. One of the craziest comeback victories I've ever had in my entire history of playing college football, and what an absolute great victory. The Mangoes showed great fight and resilience in this game. A massive 3rd and 4th quarter to come back, close this game out. Oscar Dalton, 9 catches, 207 yards, and 2 touchdowns. The true freshman showing out huge. That huge reception there, putting the game within a touchdown's reach. And the Mangoes are victorious. Unbelievable game. This is probably one of my favorite games I've ever played up to this point. And let's look at the stats now. 22 points in the 4th quarter, 14 in the 3rd quarter, 36 points in the second half. An absolutely crazy game. Really balanced when you look at which way the arrows for all of these go in terms of this game, which makes sense. And Ernest Franks, he had 4 touchdowns in the second half, 3 interceptions, 2 of those in the second half as well. A crazy game. Gardner, he really came alive on that last drive, got up to 4.5 yards per carry, which is pretty good. Oscar Dalton, though, absolutely carried the team through the air. Keenan Shaw, Deshaun Briggs, and Tyrese Gardner making that game-winning catch. Defensively, Silas Miller led the team in tackles. Nathan Caldwell, though, 1 TFL, 1 interception, and the forced fumble just made it absolutely phenomenal comeback possible because of his plays. The pick 6 and the forced fumble keeping us in the game. Sacks, Slade had 1, Cromwell. Interceptions, we already talked about Caldwell, but Hollowell also getting that one at the very end there. Unbelievable game. We come back, we win the game, and we get a little bit of Coach XP here as well, leveling up, and we remain undefeated through week 8 now, 7-0. And let's take a look here at our recruiting as well. Just again, a reminder, we had 3 guys on visits for this game. If we would have lost to Kennesaw State, that would have killed our chances of signing these guys by a ton. But instead, I'm pretty sure it's going to guarantee we're going to get all 3 of those guys instead. Crazy comeback victory. I can't believe that just happened. We moved to 7-0 on the year, and I'll see you guys in week 9.